Close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my mind. What does getting deep now? What does getting deep now? Follow me around, yeah. Can you let me down?
Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's good to have you on board again. Thank you for tuning in. So it's Friday the 16th of June. Now there's been a bit going on since I've last been out. The last video I'd done, I was fishing with the Awful Angler. I have been out fishing since then, but I just haven't really done any filming. What sort of fishing have I done since then? I've had a little go on the bass, but only like 2 hours, nothing with success. I've had an evening. I went and fished a mark that I haven't fished since I was a kid really, but I went and fished a mark the other night. Now I could only stay there 2 hours because the stench, the smell of urine, I'm gonna say, was absolutely disgusting. Now we all say, come on, remember to take your rubbish home. That is a massive important message that we need to keep putting out there. But it's not hard to have a pee under the water level, is it? You know, under the tide mark. Have a pee into the sea. But why would you pee where you're going to sit? It was absolutely stinking. Anyway, with this in mind, I fished the mark for 2 hours and I left because I just couldn't do with the smell. And I have travelled and... oh, what's going on here? My screen's just gone a bit funny on me. 2 seconds. There we are. It's actually raining a bit, guys. Yeah. Yeah, so it's raining a bit. Friday the 16th of June and it's raining. The day before my birthday. Yeah, I've travelled, me and my mum travelled down the coast the other day and picked Boyo, the puppy, up. So if you're new to the channel, it's a few channels back. I told everybody I was getting a puppy, and we picked him up. He's all well and healthy, and he's booked in for his vaccinations next week. So once he's had his vaccinations up to date and all that, he'll be out and about and fishing with me, and he'll be part of the channel as well. I'm generally just out fishing today, so I thought I'd start doing a bit of filming, just to keep you guys up to date really and show what I'm up to. Yeah, so yeah, I've done a bit of fishing. It's been nothing exciting to report. A few dogfish, a few small pollock, nothing exciting. Like I say, last time I done a video I was fishing with the Awful Angler and I absolutely enjoyed that. It was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's been great. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this video together with a few different videos. So as you can see, rod's out in the tide. I'm only fishing one rod because the truth is I've spent 2.5 hours here now with feathers and hook eyes trying to get some mackerel and some pollock, and I managed to get 5 pollock. So I'm fishing with one rod because the bait supply is very low. I've come without bait today, so I was depending on catching some fish to use for bait. So yeah, with that set aside, I won't keep going on too much. There'll be bits of footage over the next course of a couple of days I'll put into this video. But for now, guys, keep tuned and let's see if I can find some fish. But a beautiful hush. Absolute cracking hush there. Gotta be honest, guys, the way that took off, my heart sunk for a minute. I thought it was a lot something more exciting than that. Proper whack, big zzz on the reel, and then yeah, off it went. But what happened, it broke the rotten bottom of the lead free, and by doing that it just went with the tide, and I really thought it was a taupe there for a moment. But cracking hush, made up with that. Happy days. We'll get this fella back now, and then we'll see if we get something else, eh? But yeah, happy days. What a fish. It's absolutely hammering it down. Yeah, you wouldn't guess it to rain, would you? It wasn't forecast either, but we haven't had any rain for weeks. But the trouble is, I don't know if you can see, oh, really fell in, but I'm in my shorts. I'm in my shorts. I haven't bothered to bring no wet gear down with me, and this rock mark here does get really slippy when it's raining. So I've only got one bait left, so I've only got one cast after this really. So after this I'll make my way to the car. I might nip home, see the kids, check on the puppy, and then get back out. Or I might just go somewhere else, I'm not sure yet. I'm only 5 minutes from home anyway. And yeah, I've got dry gear, I've got dry clothes in the car, because I always carry a set of dry clothes with me. So yeah, it's absolutely lashing it down. Great, isn't it? It's actually warm, so it's nice to be in the rain. And hopefully, just hopefully, we get something exciting. I am fishing with big baits on this mark, as you can probably guess with me saying that I was looking for pollock or mackerel for bait. I am fishing with whole pollock, fish of about £1 in weight. So yeah, I am generally hoping for a taupe, but I've had that nice huss, and maybe something else will turn up. As it's raining, I'm going to keep the camera because I've broken enough phones this year, even though I've put a crack in this one as well. Absolute nightmare, eh? It's not over yet. That was a quick short 4-hour session, just down to I couldn't quite get the bait. Like I say, I come without bait, hoping to catch fresh. I caught 5 fresh pollock, which resulted in the 1 huss. Now it's time to go home, get some dry clothes, and do something else. So keep tuned, guys, this video is not over. Big hair there, lovely to see, lovely to see. There we are, guys, second huss today, another belter. So I made my way back up to the car. Just got to go home to get changed, but the sun come back out, so I made a move to this mark here, still on the rocks, still on Anglesey, but it's a lot shallower mark with a lot less tide pull, fishing over clean ground. And there we are, nice huss. So we'll get this huss back, and then what I'll do is get the rods back out, and I'll come back to say hello and explain what I've done with my move. So let's get this guy back, eh? Get in there. So that's that huss gone back. Yeah, so basically I've come out today and I've tried something absolutely new, something I've never done before. I've left the house with no bait whatsoever. So I've come out with no frozen bait, and this is why it's had an effect on the filming a bit today. So it is still Friday the 16th of June. So what I done was, the plan was to come out, find the bait fish and fish wherever I could find bait fish. Now I've moved around quite a bit because I've been struggling to get any bait fish, been struggling to get any pollock, any mackerel, anything. I keep looking up because I'm watching the rod tip. Yeah, even though it's on drag. So yeah, the plan was to come out, find some sort of form of bait fish on the feathers, and then fish with a big bait, with the big rods, with whole pollock, mackerel, lawns, garfish, anything that I could find over them spots. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've absolutely thrashed the water with feathers today, with sabikis, silvers, hawkeyes, a bit of everything. I've absolutely thrashed the water with a bit of everything. Now I hate feather fishing, but they say fresh bait is best, and I'm targeting, well, I am targeting taupe, but I'm looking for big fish, which I've had 2 nice huss, and I know we all talk about the one that gets away, but I lost a very good fish earlier. Now I don't know what it was. It definitely wasn't a taupe, from my thinking anyway. I'll tell you how it happened, and you can have a little think on what you think it might have been. So the rod pulled over, stopped there, massive slack line, boom, bounced up, bit of a cod bite really, boom, massive slack line, wound into the slack line, wound. I'd say it come towards me 20-25 yards. I caught up with it. When I caught up with it, it went bump to the right, so I've leant into it, but it wasn't a fast, it was like a boom, so I've leant into it. Then it's stayed deep, and it's heavy, slow, boom, head shakes. Now my initial thoughts would be a big conger, a very big conger, or a big huss. But it could have been a ray, but if it was a ray, it was a very big ray. So it was a bomb, very heavy. Then where I'm fishing into about 25-30 foot of water over clean sand pretty much. Where I'm fishing, it's quite a deep gully right underneath me. So it come into the gully, oh, and it went over, hooked the bottom, and I was holding it, and I think my gripper must have got stuck in the ledge. So I let a bit of line out, off it went, slow, heavy, dum. So I tightened back up, leant back into it, I had 3 or 4 good thumps, and it come off. That was on a dongle rig, with a 200-pound snood. The bait, which I should have taken a picture, was a pollock of around about a pound. It was absolutely chewed all along it. Was it it was more likely just holding on to the fish and wasn't hooked. What it was, I'll never know. I know we all talk about the one that gets away, but that is definitely that one that got away. I've lost 2 very good fish this season since I've gone on to the dongle rig. Not blaming the dongle rig, I've seen it do some fantastic stuff with the rays. I know that it's produced choke for my good friend Dave, so maybe I'm just a little bit unsure of it, I don't know. Anyhow, it's starting to get dark. I'm going to see if I can get a few more fresh baits just before dark. I've just put the rod back out after I put that huss back. I put the rod back out with a fresh pollock, but I've now run out of fresh bait. I've got a couple of mackerel that were kindly given to me off 2 lads, which I won't name because it's not fair to I don't like to name people without them giving me permission. But I put a post on my Facebook earlier on saying that I was struggling to find fish bait and I was on the move, and 2 lads, 2 local lads, 2 brothers kindly sent me a message and said, Tom, we've got some pollock and some mackerel, we're going out but we've got enough to spare if you want a couple. So they dropped me a couple. Well, I met them, I picked a couple of baits up off them. I've come to this mark, and to be fair, I've been getting pollock every 4 or 5 chucks. I should have come here first, I think. Anyway, as I say, it's starting to get dark, so I'm going to start putting see if I can get a few more fish just before dark, because I'm not quite feeling ready to pack up yet. So keep tuned, guys. I'm not sure what you can see in the camera, but I've got a good fish on here. Feels like a really good heavy huss. Haven't seen it yet. Oh yeah, there it is. This is a really nice fish. It actually feels heavier than it is because it's got a doggy on it too. In the net. Lovely jubbly. When you're fishing alone, that net makes a massive difference. Whew. That's a very, very good fish, that. Oh, I'm happy with that. Right, let me sort this mess out and I'll bring you back to the camera. Let us settle down a little bit there. Oh, no. There we go. She's an absolute lump of a huss. Measures in at 1.50 m. Absolute massive huss, that. I don't have scales with me, so I'm not sure what she weighs, but she's a good old double. She's a good old huss, and she's made my day. I'm gonna get her back. Good evening, hope you're all well. It's now Saturday the 17th of June and it's my birthday. So yeah, what I've done in this video, as you'll notice now, is I'm doing this video over a couple of days, over the weekend, over my birthday weekend. So I've been earlier on, didn't do no video footage for it. There will be a couple of pictures into the start of the video, but I've been earlier on and I got 22 fresh mackerel. So I've come off Anglesey at the moment. I'm on a beach a little bit down the Cairn Peninsula. I'm not going to name it because if you know where I am, you'll know where I am, and I tend never to name marks anyway, just because I don't think it's fair on local people that can't travel anywhere other than the marks that I'm fishing. It's a popular mark, it's a big beach, massive beach, so there's plenty of info there, you can work out where I am. So yeah, I've dropped off Anglesey. It's now running up to about 9 o'clock at night, high water's 10 o'clock. It's a 28-foot tide tonight. My plan is to fish it up to high here, fish it an hour down, and then move on to another mark. Now, I'm not sure what to do. Do I go on to a rock mark further down the Cairn Peninsula, or do I go back on to Anglesey and fish one of my marks, basically? So, yeah, I just don't know yet. I'm just going to see how it goes. As you can notice, guys, if you watch my videos, I'm obsessed wanting to catch a toad this year. And for that, I have to apologise to my wife and my kids, because I love fishing. I always love fishing. I love fishing for everything. But once I get a fish into my mind, I just struggle to sleep, struggle to breathe, struggle to work, struggle to think. I just want to catch that fish. So yeah, I'm toad mad this year, guys. Well, I'm toad mad at the moment anyway. It is starting to toll on me a little bit. Not that I've done too much, it's just starting to toll on me. I've had one pickup this summer so far, and it was actually on this mark a little bit further right, or left to where I am, but right in the camera, that way anyway. Not much further, about 300 yards, but there's already somebody on that spot. You just got to be in it to win it, I suppose, and hope for the best. So what I'm going to do, guys, it's that time again. I'm going to do a free giveaway. Now, how I'm going to work the free giveaway, I've worked it out perfect this time how to do the free giveaway. And how I'm going to do the free giveaway is just put a comment in the video, and it doesn't matter if you comment first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 20th, 100th comment, it doesn't matter. So when you comment, your comment, then I'll sort of number you. So say for instance, Joe Blogs comments number 1, Bill Bob comments number 10. So Joe Blogs will be number 1, Bill Blog will be number 10, in between. So yeah, as soon as you put a comment, you'll automatically become that number. It's easier for me to do it like that, and I'll put it into a spinny draw thing, and I'll do the video so you can see who the winner is in my next video after this one. And whoever you are, if you happen to be somebody close and local, we could maybe meet up. And if you're not, I'll ship it out or I'll post it out to you, that's no problem. If you're new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. If you're a subscriber, that's brilliant. If you're not and you're just watching the videos, that's cool too. It's no pressure to subscribe. I'm not out here to do this. I am out doing it for myself, because if I said I wasn't, I'd be lying. But yeah, I'm out there to try and inspire one person to get out there fishing. 1 out of 10, that's what I say. If I can inspire one person out of 10 to go fishing, then I'm on a winner. We've all been through a difficult few years, and people have suffered in different ways. So let's try and inspire people to get out there doing a sport that's absolutely fantastic, and that's fishing. So on that note, guys, I think I've gone on enough. So next time I bring you back, I'll either be on another mark, or I'll have a big fish, a big smile, and some happy moments. So keep tuned, keep watching. Let's see what happens, eh? Well, it didn't go to plan last night. So basically I fished for a fair few hours and a big storm come in, thunder and lightning. So yeah, the all-night session come to an end very fast. So I'm back here home in Anglesey, and what I've done this evening, Sunday evening, June the 18th, Sunday evening, and what I've done is I've come out with a light little spinning setup. At the moment I've got like a Toby bar on there. It is a Toby bar, to be fair. Yeah, it's a Toby. Nothing too drastic, 20 gram, nice, on the spinning rod. And I'm going to have a potter about the rocks here this evening until dark. See if I can pick something up, maybe a bass, a pollock, a coley, a wrasse, who knows, some garfish. I don't know, I'm going to have a bounce about, move around a few rock marks, see what I can do. Filming's going to be pretty difficult because obviously I'm by myself, and it's just hard to do the filming. So what I'm going to do is I'll put the camera away. If anything fishy happens, so to speak. I'll bring you back then, and hopefully we'll get something for the camera and maybe a fish to take home for tea. So keep tuned and let's see if I can do something, eh? Here we go, off the surface, off the surface. Bass off the surface. I've seen it turn once and then it come back round. Whoa, I think it's a bass anyway. On the surface plug, boys and girls. I've seen it try the surface plug and then bang, come back around. Yeah, nice. Oh, it's come off! Oh, I've just made enough noise to scare everything for miles. It was a little schoolie bass, it wasn't very big. Oh, I'll keep going, see if I get another one, eh? So I just lost that bass. I just thought I'd show you quickly what I'm using. This lure here, it's what they call a popper, and it comes across the surface just like that. Doesn't sink, sits on top of the surface. I paid £1 for this lure, £1 years ago. I've only got one of them. I've had pike, bass on it. It's an absolute fantastic. It could do with some new trebles. Just lost that one. Anyway, I'll get back out down in the corner there now and see if I can pick another one up on the video. Well, that's me done. I've decided to bring this video to an end. The fishing isn't to an end, but I've decided to bring this video to an end. It's getting dark, and I'm going to go and fish one more mark, but I thought, do you know what, I'll bring the video to an end. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. It's been absolutely great. If you can leave us a thumbs up, that's fantastic. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you're an old timer, thanks for watching again. So yeah, it's been great, guys. It's been absolutely fantastic. Fishing's been a bit hard, but hey, oh, you can't have it all good, can you? I managed to lose that one bass, the only bass that I've had interest up to now this evening, but it's not over, as I say, but this video is. I'd like to say a quick thank you to well, there's been a few lads over the weekend that's given me a bit of bait through passing, etc. The two brothers from Holyhead, you'll know who you are. The gentleman on the rock mark where we were fishing, where I was fishing for mackerel, you'll know who you are. And a complete new fella to me, some gentleman from Wrexham. I met in a car park and he was packing up and he said, "Yeah, Tom." Well, he never said my name, like, but he said, "Yeah, would you like some bait?" So he said he was watching the channels. So I hope he gets the message. Thank you very much. I didn't get your name. Don't forget, if you leave something in the comments, you'll be in a chance for a free giveaway. So there's a free giveaway off this back of this video. If you put something in the comments, and then what I can do from there is I'll, as the comments go on, I'll put a number to the name, and yeah, that way I'll put it all into the thingamajig that goes onto the computer, and it'll be randomly picked. Not quite sure what it's called, to be honest. I'm a dinosaur when it comes to all this sort of stuff. Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. It's been a good one once again. I have got some more stuff planned for the future, and like I said, I don't do videos all the time, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Tommy Joe Gone Fishing. I'm going to start maybe doing a little bit more plugging. Need to get some more plugs for the box, so a bit more selection, and yeah, I'll keep chasing that taupe. So until next time, you know how it rolls. Keep safe, keep fishing, keep chasing them dreams.